Just to wrap up this session, in your opinion, right now, Netanyahu is trying to convince his people to go to their home in the northern part of Israel. He has sent a lot of weapons, tanks to that region to just pretend that he's going to protect them. But in your opinion, the way that he's trying to convince them, is he willing to sacrifice them in order to make a bigger war with Hezbollah?
Well, the key story, yeah, he needs a forever war being renewed over and over again, because if he doesn't have it, he will go to jail. So this is the most base and absolutely disgusting personal profit angle that you can imagine. So he's willing to sacrifice everything, including, in many aspects, Israel itself, to his own destiny. In fact, if they try a ground war against Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, they will be slaughtered, eviscerated. They can bomb the whole of southern Lebanon. That's another story, and turn it into a wasteland, and then bring the people who lived nearby. Which is a strong possibility. If they actually try to go fighting village to village in southern Lebanon, I've been there, I saw it. They're going to be eviscerated, and they know it. The people with the brain in the IDF know it, and they know that this strategy by Netanyahu is completely suicidal. But it's the only thing he got left. He didn't achieve any of the so-called objectives in Hamas. In fact, he lost the war in Palestine. He killed a lot of people. He organized a genocide, and he still lost. So now he's going to lose in Lebanon. It's going to be part two, and probably if that happens, going to be probably a lot of Lebanese will be sacrificed, and this will be horrible. But they don't forget Nasrallah, very important. What Nasrallah says reflects his base, reflects what we see when we talk to somebody living in near the border between Lebanon and occupied Palestine. We will not back down. We are armed to our teeth. We'll defend our land. And if they come here, they're going to regret it big time. So this is where we are again. It's a replay of 2006. Remember what happened in 2006. So now, if the Israelis try something similar, wow, their humiliation will be complete. Who cares in terms of Netanyahu and his cabinet of mega fanatics? They don't. Horrible. Absolutely, it's beyond. The situation is beyond horrible. People all over the global South and the global majority, they are stunned. They are seething with rage, and especially at the impotence to defend not only the people in Gaza, but also to defend the people in Lebanon. So in the end, for all this to end, I wouldn't say end, but has some sort of revolution, there will have to be a military operation against these people, against these fanatics. It's going to take a long while. It's going to be a concerted axis of resistance military operation. But this will eventually happen. It will be the only way to teach them you cannot get away with everything, especially what you've done for the past year. History will be a bitch. Karma will be a bitch. The verdict of history is going to be unforgiving for what happened this past year in Gaza. So history always finds a way to engender unforeseen outcomes, right? So one of these could be finally. It has to be there has to be a military operation to teach these people what real life is all about, and this is what the global majority wants, essentially. Not only the whole of Islam, but the whole of the global South and the global majority want, because this would be a form of restoration of justice. and only with demonstrations, only with petitions, only with appealing to the UN, only with writing and all that. It's not enough. Yeah, you have to go for the jugular. And history tells us that if you don't go for the jugular, nothing happens.
And what was important in Nasrallah's speech, that he was so calm and he wasn't willing to make a bigger war. He totally understands the situation. On the other hand, he knows how important a war of attrition is in order to defeat Israel. That
Is
was so.
because this war of attrition is the great legacy of General Soleimani. He defined the parameters. He put in the mind of his commanders everywhere in Syria, people he talked in Iran, in Syria, in Palestine, in Yemen, in Iraq, especially. Look, guys, this is the master plan. It's up to you in different latitudes, but this is a very, very long struggle. And you have to be prepared for major setbacks like this one in Lebanon this week. But don't back down. And they won't. And that's it. So the other side, when they see that, they are scared. They are scared because this is now a real counterpower with many ways of inflicting pain to Israel, and they will do it, and they won't back down. That's it. This is a do or die confrontation. Very, very serious.
Yeah. Muito obrigado, Pepe. Grande
Obrigado.
prazer.
Enorme prazer. For all of you, enormous pleasure.
Enorme pleasure. Foi
Bye
muito
bye.
bom.